So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can quickly um, edit SAM activities that are already in your learning path. So when you open a MindTap course, all of the trainings and exams and projects and MOS exams that align to your content and your modules are already going to be there for you, okay? And so if you open up a folder and say, you want to edit this training, if you click the little edit toggle on and click edit, this will allow you to change when it's available and due, the instructions for students, and where it's located in the course. If you click Edit Activity Options, that gives you a little bit more where you can then decide, is this going to be practice, which means it's not going to flow to the gradebook? Do I want it to just open up to the apply mode in a training rather than have students work through the other three modes? As well as, do you want to specify a password for this? Likewise, for an exam, if you're clicking that edit for an exam, I'm going to click edit activity options, you get even more things like how is it being graded, how is it being scored, do you want students to be able to retake the exam, to display results at the end of the exam, modifies, there are multiple scenarios for most tasks, how many attempts students will have at each task, and so on. You can do a little bit more with exams, and you could set that and click save, and it would change the setting for that course. But let's say that one of these trainings or exams are a little too long, or you want to remove a task or change what tasks are in the exams. To do that, you're basically creating a new exam. That's the logic that Sam is taking within MindTap here. So you would click Add and Create Activity, and then select Sam. The SAM dashboard is going to open up, and it's going to show you right here, it's going to have assignment selected, and it's going to be showing you all of the assignments in your course. So if I say Word Module 1, I'll see all my assignments, and it just allows me to view them. But if I want to schedule a brand new assignment or make changes, I would click into exams, say I want to change an exam. You can add a new exam here, but I think it's going to be easier to start from an exam that already exists. So I'm going to say Word Module 1. Here's my Word Module 1 exam. Okay. From here, I can duplicate this exam. So this might be a good option. Let's say that I don't want to delete tasks. I just want to break it up into two separate exams. Then what I would do is I would duplicate it. And then when I duplicate it, I would only select half the tasks, put that into my course, and then take the one that already existed and deselect half the tasks. That would turn this into two different assignments. But in this scenario, I'm just going to say, I only want one exam, but I just want it to not have as many tasks. So I'm going to click this little edit tool next to the exam. I can change the name. Now, most of your exams, remember, they'll have an associated training with it. So when I'm editing this exam, it would also remember that there is a training attached, right? I could remove that association if I want to. I'm not going to. I'm going to click Next Step. This is just where is the content coming from. If you want to add more content, you might want to select from other series or other titles. Same with this. This is showing what modules of this whole course am I pulling from. I'm really just looking at Word Module 1, so that's what will be selected here. If I want to pull in new tasks from other modules, I could certainly do that here. I'm going to click Next Step. This step is where you'll see the tasks that are in this individual exam. So in this one right now, there are 61 available. I had already come in here and removed 11 of them. Okay, so now it is a 51 task exam. To remove anything, you just unselect the tasks you don't want to be in the exam. To add tasks, you just reselect the ones that you do want to be in the exam. So I'm going to say, this is just too long. I don't need my students to do all of this on the test. Whichever ones I want them to have, I can select. And now I've shortened this to 40 tasks. You also have test bank questions. So these are your multiple choice, your true and false. These aren't automatically in your exams, but you can add those by clicking on test questions and adding them. If you ever want to see what a question looks like, you can click the little eyeball, or if you want to see what a task looks like, you can click the little eyeball and watch that. Okay, so Whether you want to add or remove tasks, you certainly can. I remove them so that there's only 40 tasks. I like that. So if I scroll down to the bottom of the screen, there's a save button. I will save that. And it will ask me, do you want to schedule the exam now? Clicking schedule will then give you the window to be able to decide where you want to put this in your MindTap course as a brand new assignment. I've saved this exam, so I'm not necessarily creating a whole new one. I just wanted to change the one that I already had. So I'm going to click done because this is already in my learning path. You'll see your task list come up again. So again, if I search Word Module 1 and I have my exam, if I want to view this, you can see all of the tasks here, or I can actually view this, launch the tasks and view it as a student. If I go back into the edit, and I'm just going to click through just quickly to show you. Next step, next step, next step. Now see, because I saved those changes, there's still only 40 tasks in here. Okay, so if I go out of that, I had saved it, so it's all good. And I go back into here. Now you might want to refresh at this point to see your changes. Now if you do that automatically, any student who's logging in will see your changes, but I'm just being safe. Open Word Module 1. Go to that Word Module 1 exam. And then if I'm in here viewing it as a student, it should show those changes that I made. Yep, so see that? There's only 40 tasks. So the trick is when you go in here, and I just want to reiterate this, I might have already answered your questions, but the trick is when you are in this Add, Create SAM activity, and when you are in an assignment, whether it's a training exam or project, and you've clicked that Edit button, right, to make some edits. It's going to walk you through that wizard, but the whole deal is that once you go through here, because this is something that already exists in my course, okay, I'm not going to make any changes, but once you click this save here, you make your changes. Once you click save, this is important because if you click schedule, that is telling SAM that you are creating, this is a new exam that you now want to put into your MindTap course, right? So it's not going to automatically replace the one you already have because clicking schedule is saying, I want to put this into my course as a new assignment. Clicking done means that it's just going to keep that one assignment you had but make the changes that you wanted. So that's what I did. I clicked done. And then it made the changes in the assignment that was already there. If I click schedule, now it's going to ask me to rename it. I'll go through and I'll actually place it into my course. Okay? Thank you so much. If you have any other questions, you can always go to our National Geographic Learning digital support page. That's ngl.cengage.com/support. All of the training videos, full training videos, as well as short videos for whether it's SAM or a MindTap course will be right here. Thank you so much and have a good one.